Today we are going to attempt cleaning a vintage sewing machine. It has been so dirty and also smelly. It has some mold, and I had it in my bedroom, and every morning I woke up, I got like a sore throat and blood coming from my nose at the morning. So I took that sewing machine out of my room, and next day I didn't have blood coming from my nose and no irritation. So I discovered it must be the sewing machine. So let's go to the this area of our apartment where I have this baby tub. Here is a diaper trash bin which smells a lot, but I have gotten used to it, so it doesn't bother me. But basically I have just taken everything out. This is the hand wheel and thread spool holder, bobbin and bobbin case, bobbin binder, plastic wheel and such. Here is the lamp, and the motor was here, but I turned this so you can see this Naumann model 65, and maybe this is going to be a good thumbnail. Also include my face to the picture. Okay, we are going to clean this one. As you can see, it has lots of grime here. If you go there, lots of grease, old grease, and this area smells so moldy. Okay, let's take it to the bathroom. Okay, and as you can see here, we have a new pad tub for our baby, so I use the old one. We don't use the same pad tub for sewing machines and for the baby. My back, it weighs like 40 pounds or 21 kilograms. So it's very important to have good posture when lifting the machine, and as you saw, my posture wasn't good. And I need what is it called? Brush. 1 second. Here I have 2 brushes, and this is solvent that is supposedly not as bad for the environment as some other brands. I don't know how good this is, but at least they say it in the bottle and webpage. It smells so bad. I've googled, and some solvents work for mold and some doesn't. I might do it twice. One with this and maybe once with isopropyl alcohol or some other alcohol, because alcohol should kill mold according to ChatGPT and Google. But let's start spraying this. And all these holes. What a strong smell. And this is the worst area. Also here the bobbin area and the what is it? What are those called? Those gears that turn the bobbin area. And here I will put a lot of this grime, and also the thread tensioning part, whatever it is called. Now I'm focusing on the cleaning process, so I cannot concentrate on talking at the same time so well. And also the bottom area. Also the back side of the machine here. Here, everywhere. And now we start to agitate this solvent. Let's also get this wet. You can see there's a lot of very dark water, not water but solvent coming to the bottom of this baby tub. And that tells us that this machine is very dirty. And shout out to the Andy Tube, who is very famous for making this kind of content in YouTube. Look him out. He hasn't made a video for a long time. I think in some video he said he has some medical condition or something. So show him some love and like and subscribe his channel. Maybe it will cheer him up. I learned this method from him. And I've also asked a lot of questions from him in the YouTube comment section, and he has been so helpful for me, telling me advices. And now this front area, which is the dirtiest part according to the moldy smell. Oi oi! Maybe this needs a second round or something, because there's so much grime. And I will also say that I'm very thankful for my wife that he is letting me do this. She's letting me do this, because not all wives would allow their man to use solvents in a house, indoors, and in a baby bathtub, in a bathroom, and with all these smells and fumes, and also in general doing this kind of stuff indoors. And then this part, let's try to get some in the here. Let's see if this turns. Yeah, it does. Is the smell strong? Yeah. Sorry for that. At least it's good for the environment. It's bio friendly. Yeah, I will clean this another time. And I don't know how this solvent works with the paint, so maybe I will ruin this whole machine, because I'm only using this for the second time, this specific solvent. Then the bottom part, and then we hose this down. Let's put here some more.
It's quite heavy, huh?
Yes, it's pretty heavy. $21 kilograms, which is, as I said earlier, about 40 pounds. There's some grease. How does it work against the grease? Not as well as it could, but pretty well. Okay, then yeah, maybe we need to do it twice, but let's start to hose this down. Let's use hot water. Let's do the first round so it's while it's upright, so we don't introduce the dirtiest water from the bottom section to the upper areas of the machine. Okay, and I lift the machine to there and pour the water to the let's get the worst grease out of here. And now hose it again. Let's hose it again. It weighs so much. Now we can see the water is not so black anymore, and we can see it like a part of dirt and whatever it is. Let's do it again. Let's try to hose this area. Try to hold it a bit further away because of the steam. I assume that the steam might hurt the machine, the camera. Then a second time with the solvent. Oh. Okay, and now let's do everything again. I think the paint might have gotten a bit dull. I'm not sure. and I lift up the pressure feet to detach the tensioning discs from each other so I can get the solvent here. And now let's put some solvent here in the face area of this. Vähän kauempana teet ainetta sinne. Sitä voi myös zoomata. Mä pelkään, että se hajoaa. I was just saying to my wife that please hold it a little bit further away from the solvent steam. Solvent droplets might hurt the camera. Let's use a fresh one for this area so we can get it as clean as possible. It's some machines you can reach very well to here, but this has been designed so that it's a bit crowded, this area. So I can only touch the surface, but or the parts in the front here, but I sprayed this to my face. And then the most important area again, not most important, but the area that had most grease. I try to rotate it a little bit. Then I rotate a little bit again. It's starting to look much better now. Maybe once more here. I move it too much. A little bit more. Oh, it's starting to get harder and harder to rotate. Okay, and then we hose this down again. I will clean this area, don't worry. I don't know if we need to do this third time or what. Yeah, it dulled the paint. The solvent is not good, but it doesn't bother me because this is going to be my personal machine. I'm not going to sell this, at least for now. Maybe I can sand it down and give it a new paint shop or at least new lacquer. Is this? Is this layer of grease or has it dulled the paint? I don't know yet, but at least after drying this and cleaning it with isopropyl alcohol, I will see. I might try to wax it with a car wax. If it doesn't help, then I might need to do a new lacquer or paint job, but maybe not, because it's going for use and not for show. The paint looks terrible. No, yeah. I need to find a new solvent that doesn't ruin the paint as much as this does. The product that AndyTube uses are not sold here in Finland. Maybe third time does the charm, and let's see how it looks. It looks pretty clean, but everything is covered in a very thin layer of grease, I think. And here's some paint brushes. Maybe I won't do that a third time because of the effect it has on the paint. And I can consider this old machine to be as clean as it's going to get. Okay, and I will dry it with couple of devices. AndyTube uses leaf blower, but it's too noisy and big for using indoors. So I have a solution. So I purchased this tool. This is same tool, same brand as the solvent, but I made an adapter so it's working with Makita. I purchased this yellow part from China and soldered the connection to this machine and 3D printed housing for the Makita battery. And I will adjust the noise so that it's not so bad. Okay, I'll show you the product 1 second. This has been purchased from a Lidl German shop from here, Finland. And this should prevent things from rusting, and as we have introduced water in the metal, I want to use some very thin oil as this is to prevent it from rusting, and also using this and blown air, I hope that this will go to the, is it crevettes, like small places, to prevent, like to displace the water. And there was another reason for doing this. Let's try to see how our paint looks after oiling it. Okay, this is something that I hoped for. It doesn't look as bad as it looked before this. So the solvent didn't affect the paint as much as I thought it had. Maybe it just left some dry finish to it. But now after the oil, the paint looks good. And now I continue adding as we can see, here is rust in this machine. I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. I just washed it now, and I dry it and treat it with this oil, and then I might do something about the rust. Here is some thread stuck in this. Wonder why they have. Okay, I have to get this thread out of here. Which, ei vittu. I got the thread to the wrong direction. Okay, having this thread in there might. Okay, this has some. What are these called? Those set screws. But some machines that don't have set screws, or this area might have some play, or you adjust the needle position by adjusting this related to the position of the needle. Having thread in this area might move the relationship with the hook to the needle to the wrong direction. I don't think that in this machine that affects it too much, but good to have the thread out so I don't have to think about would it affect or not. as you might know, having too much oil in your machine is not good because it's going to attach all the dust to your machine because the surfaces are a bit sticky. So I will go through the machine as well as I can with these paper towels and pieces of old clothes, inside and outside, as far as I can get to this area. And I rather have there a little bit too much oil than get this machine to be rusted and got stuck and that kind of stuff. So I go through it once more with this to get the oil to all the areas, and after that I will wipe it down inside and outside as well as I can, and then I got put it in the basement to dry out because the smell is pretty bad. And okay, so at this point I think this process is almost done, except using this a little bit more. But hey, other thing is that if you like this content, I highly recommend you that press the subscribe button because it helps the channel to grow. It helps me a lot to maybe get the channel monetized, so in future I might get some small commission from YouTube. I put a lot of time and effort in making these videos. I haven't edited the videos so much lately yet because I don't know how to do it and I need to learn it. But if I get views, likes and comments and subscriptions, then I know people want to see these videos and it motivates me to make the content better and put more time and effort to the content, and also hopefully get the channel monetized in some point. So it doesn't cost you a thing to subscribe, like and make a comment, and it would help me. So it's a win-win situation. You can help a fellow who likes to create content for you to watch, and it benefits me, so everybody wins. Okay, bye bye and see you in the next video.